Took quite a few rounds to put that deer down. Maybe it's because it was standing on its hind legs. Not really sure. Never seen that before. All right, everyone. I'm going to do something slightly different today and review a hunting scope. So part of my point of relaunching my channel and kind of rebranding from the Nocturne Kinetics thing and doing all the tactical stuff to more of like a broad outdoorsy kind of shooting channel is that I do a lot of other things that aren't tactical, including hunting, right? So this is my Tikka T3X light hunting rifle. I got it threaded for a suppressor. That was before Tikka threaded them from the factory. And then Arken reached out to send me this 2-12 power Outrider scope, and it was more of a hunting oriented scope, and I was like, hey, that's really cool because I haven't really done any videos talking about hunting on my channel yet, so I thought this would be a neat opportunity. So this is my first impressions on the Arken Outrider 2-12. So this optics is kind of Arken's first foray into a scope like this. They kind of have their higher power scopes that are meant to be like budget scopes for like long range shooting. They're like 5-25 is very popular, I know, and then they recently re-released the EP8 LPVO with a better reticle that I reviewed and I really like. So this scope is kind of Arken's first foray into like a hunting oriented scope, and since I haven't done videos on hunting on my page before and I do go hunting, I kind of thought it would be a neat opportunity to review this scope and just talk about my first impressions for it. So as the name implies, the Outrider 2-12 goes from 2 power to 12 power. It's a second focal plane scope. So that means that the reticle doesn't like grow or shrink as you change the zoom on it, which is not too big of an issue with this because it has what's called a duplex reticle, which is just like, basically it's a simple crosshair. There's no like mill gradients or there's no bullet drop compensator or BDC in there. It's just a basic crosshair. So they have a version with just the duplex reticle, and then there's this one, which is the duplex with a fiber like dot, red dot essentially in the middle of it. It's got an illuminated center dot basically in the middle of the duplex, which I have found really awesome. It's very bright even on a bright day like today. I know I'm in the shade right now, but I was shooting out in the sun at a target that was on a hillside that was in the sun, and you know, it's the middle of the day right now in the summertime, so trust me, the dot is plenty bright. Typically with more tactical applications, I like a scope that's first focal plane and has like mills in it or whatnot. But for a hunting application, I think you're fine going with something a little more simplistic. And I also know a lot of older people kind of don't like the cluttered reticles and things like that with all the mills and like wind holds and whatnot on there. So if that's you, this optic's for you. This thing's going to be going for $299, so $300. And then I think the one without the illuminated fiber reticle in the center is going to be $249, so $250 basically. I think it's a pretty awesome deal, especially for the glass you get in this thing. It's got Japanese HD glass. It's very clear. It's got a really wide field of view, which is really nice. Having that 2X is nice because even if you hunt, plenty of the places I hunt here are, you know, you're taking 200-300 meter shots, but you know, it's not like back east where everything's really dense brush. But I have also jumped deer at very close range, 25 meters. So having that lower power 2X low part of the zoom is really nice. Much like I talk about with LPVOs, when you're walking around in the woods with your hunting rifle, hunting for deer or whatever, I would leave it on the 2X just in case you do encounter a deer very close by. You don't have to reduce the magnification and then shoot at it. You can just bring your rifle up and fire and hopefully fill your freezer. And then on the flip side, if you encounter a deer or whatever that's at a distance, you probably have the time to get in a better position, get in a stable shooting position, whether it's in the prone, off a tree, from shooting sticks, and during that time building that more stable position, you're also going to have time to dial that magnification up to wherever you feel you need it to be. Like I said, with the glass in this thing, the image is very clear. It's got really good light transmission. It's got a 30mm tube, which gives you good travel in the turrets. This thing was super easy to zero. Just threw it on here, leveled it, and zeroed it within a couple of rounds, and then shot an amazing group with it. All right, I'm only at 25 meters roughly, but it's all one hole, so that's pretty awesome. Average velocity 25.96. pretty good shooting Hornady ELDX 143 grain. Shit's always accurate out of this gun, so that's awesome. Unlike the EP8 Arken that I reviewed recently, their LPVO that came with a mount, this optic does not come with these rings that this is mounted in. You'd have to buy those separately. Arken did send these to me to review the scope, but you would have to buy them separately. But at a $300 price point for this optic, you can definitely afford some budget rings, and these rings have been really good too, so that's pretty awesome as a little bonus. I found the eye box in this scope to be really good as I've been shooting it. I haven't gotten a ton of footage of me shooting this thing just because one of the times I took it to the range on one of my ARs, my SPR, and I didn't bring my camera, so I don't have footage of that, but it actually shot well on that too. Not really the kind of optic that you would typically put on a gun like that, but you could if you needed to in a pinch. Say you had an AR and your red dot or something that you had on it died and you need that thing to be working, you could always pull this off your hunting rifle and throw it on your AR. So yeah, those are my first thoughts on this optic. Obviously all you hunters out there know that the real test is going to be how does it stand up during hunting season, how's the durability. My other Arken that I have has been very durable so far, and I've really kicked the shit out of it. So I'm expecting the same kind of performance from this Arken. We'll see, and I will keep you guys updated, but I am not expecting anything bad to happen with this thing. And yeah, I think it's got a nice feature set for a really good price, and can't wait to try it out and hopefully take some deer or even an elk with it.